Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending another Credit Millionaire Club video testimonial. What we have with us today is one of our members, and her name is Chantell Morrison. And we want to just check in on Chantell and see how everything is going. How are you, Chantell?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Great. So, Chantell, how did we actually meet? Can you tell everybody?
We met in actually a mentorship class, excuse me, that we both took about maybe 2, 3 years ago.
About 2 years ago. And in that mentorship class, right? Well, what was our mentor trying to teach us? What did he want us to walk away with?
He was trying to teach us how to maximize our business funding to attain $1 million at least in funding for each business. His focus was, well, his goal
So,
was to
wait,
have
for
us.
each business. So when you say each business, so you mean a corporation?
Yes, a
Okay.
corporation.
So he wanted to show us how to access 1 million per corporation that we've opened.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And how many do you remember how many corporations he had?
He had 252. And he was working on building up his portfolio of $1 million for each of those 252 business corporations.
Yeah. So when he actually showed it to some of us, and I saw some of the back end scenes, it was between 1 and 10 million. So I'm averaging like 5 million per corporation over the last 35 years. They had close to like a liquid billion in credit. So after seeing that, both you and I were like,
Yes,
that's the answer. This is the light. So,
yes.
okay, now, so we're in class together and we learn this, and then I start my own program. How did you, and why did you jump into my program? The Credit Millionaire
Well,
Club.
we formed a friendship, in the mentorship, and that continued, in the months since then. I, stayed connected to you. I like your business sense. I like your motivation. I like how you're always, on the go and running for, your next goal. And when you brought what you were doing to me, it worked with the businesses that I had already lined up. And so, I wanted to be an investor. I wanted to be a part of what you were doing.
Okay, and then so one of the benefits, and thank you for investing in the Credit Millionaire Club. You've put tens of thousands of dollars into the club. And as a benefit of it, one of the first things by becoming a Credit Millionaire Club member was getting a $50,000 primary trade line. So after you got that $50,000 primary trade line that we put on you, can you tell us what was your credit like before? What kind of credit cards or access to capital did you have before the $50,000 trade line?
Well, before we did the $50,000 trade line, I had a credit card for a $1,500 limit, another one with a $5,000 limit. Since getting that, um, that trade line, my credit score shot up about 75 points. I was also, going through credit repair, and it allowed me access to. Now I have a $20,000 credit card.
Whoa, whoa, what? You went from 1,500 and 5,000 to a $20,000 credit card?
20,000 in a
Okay.
matter of 3 months.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
Mhm.
was. So,
Yeah.
so you can attest to the system actually working for you. And what are you using now that you have that $20,000 credit card? Um, what are you using it for, and how's it helped you?
Well, not only have I gotten that $20,000 credit card, in the past 3 months as well, I have purchased 2 real estate properties.
And how did you purchase those properties?
Well,
What method did you use?
I used owner financing.
Beautiful. So you were able to do owner financing, seller financing, or creative financing, and you were able to get into the house without using your credit or getting a loan from a bank.
Yes, yes.
Super
And on
impressive.
one house, I did show him I did have to show them my credit,
Okay.
because if you wanted to see what type of relationship they were getting into with me. So, but I only had to put down $3,000 for one house and $2,000 for the other house.
Wow, that's fantastic. And were you able to use that money from the credit card to buy the houses?
I definitely was. So it cost me no cash out of my pocket.
So what we're going to do is, for some of you, I'm going to go through a case study with her as she picks up the houses. You put the contracts together, what she said to the person and how she said it. Would that be okay with you if we did that, Chantell, for the other Credit Millionaire
Sure,
Club members?
sure.
Perfect, perfect. So, based on your experience, would you recommend our program to others who are looking to improve their credit profiles to get access to more capital?
I definitely would. I definitely would. One thing that it's done for me, excuse me, um, as a single mother, excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, I'm a single mom. I have a 4-year-old. I am so busy. I work a full-time job, and then I have, three businesses outside of that. I'm trying to build a legacy for my son, and this program actually, it gave me a little bit of structure, to where when we evaluated, my credit, and I said, okay, we said, okay, well, Chantell, this is what you need to do to, get to the next level. And so, I took some time and I worked on what I needed to do. And as a result, we did my pledge loan in February,
Correct.
and it's now June. And in those 3 months, I have gotten two more multifamily houses in addition to the house that I already owned. I've also started and gotten a brick and mortar location for my business.
You opened up a
So
new business too, you said, didn't you?
yes, yes. Um, yes, it's a fingerprinting business.
Excellent.
But I was
So
able to brick and mortar location, instead of I was doing I was doing it halfway, when I had time out of my car. But with better credit, it allowed me to go and actually get a brick and mortar. I have a sign on my door that has my business name on it. So that's really exciting. But the work that we had, from what we learned in the mentorship and, what you've been doing, since then and what you've taught me and things that I've implemented, it has really allowed me to go to the next level. And, this next year I'm just looking forward to it because things can only get better and grow from here.
that's excellent. I appreciate you putting your trust in me. Another thing is that's major for when you're investing in somebody, you want to know, like, and trust that person. And I feel over the last couple of years, we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. And, in times when, you needed, whether it was some guidance or some assistance, the Credit Millionaire Club has been there for you. And that credit line is going to work for you for the next 5 years. So that's quite exciting. Another thing that we're working on is we're looking at how to put business trade lines on corporations. So we'll be talking about that next. And then the whole goal of working with Chantell is to help get her. She has her first $50,000 line on. We're going to bring in more clients or more people to our club so we can build a capital where we can now add that capital to, again, you, Chantell, and more of our Credit Millionaire Club members. So I invite everyone out there to become a Credit Millionaire Club member. And obviously, we're going to be building more and more credit with you, Chantell. This was just the first 3 months of the benefits that you got from it. And we're going to check back in with you. And we're also going to do those case studies where we see, how well you're doing. So we're probably going to do this maybe every 3 months to see what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how well we progress. And then how fast our goal is, because it's usually a 12 to 24-month program that we can get you to having $1 million of good credit on your credit. So thank you for being part of this. Would you like to say anything in closing to anyone else if they're thinking about it or if they're on the fence?
I would just like to say, the program has really worked for me. It's opened some doors. It's actually changed my mindset, which is the biggest thing. You have to realize that it is possible. And with a little work and some sweat equity, you can, do the same thing. It's actually changing my whole financial situation. I plan to be completely personally debt free by the end of the year. With the credit that has been opened up to me, I'm able to have more streams of income. So I would definitely take advantage of this program. Thank you, Romeo.
Excellent. And thank you, Chantell, for giving your time to the Credit Millionaire Club and letting everybody know what's going on. We're going to love to keep up with you and find out what's going on. And if you're out there and you're wondering if you'd like to get access to more capital, if you'd like in the first 3 months to get at least 20, 30, 50, $100,000 based on your credit profile, or you need to learn how to get it done, I'd like to be able to show you. We'd like to have you join the Credit Millionaire Club. And these benefits are not just for us, it's for everyone. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.